She has always been unapologetically authentic.
I was like, I'm just gonna be honest about this because, I mean, there's so many families are going through this.
Well,
I did get emotional a couple times. It makes you feel a little less alone.
Our next guest is no stranger to some of our viewers. She's my former co-host of DBL and has always been unapologetically authentic and a testimony teacher.
She has a new special series, Fertility, Unfiltered, on her NAACP Image Award nominated podcast, which not only documents her fertility journey, but also others, including CNN's Abby Phillip. Please welcome, come back with Erica Cobb. Erica Cobb.
Hello.
Yay, it's so good to see you here.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. And I'm like, I see Sam all the time. It's so nice to see you, Alex. I appreciate you.
We're so glad to have you here.
And Erica, listen, you have opened up many times on Daily Blast Live, and you're continuing to. Talk to us about this series, and you're in the thick of your fertility journey. So why did you want to do it while you're in it in the present?
Well, first of all, being on television every single day, it was very obvious that there were physical changes in me, and I was constantly getting people who had the best intentions, but like congratulating me on being pregnant. And I just, as opposed to opening up my phone all the time and being like kind of maybe a little triggered on certain days, I was like, I'm just gonna be honest about this because, I mean, there's so many families are going through this.
Where are you now? Do you mind sharing? Can you
No,
kinda tell
that's
us
why I'm
what,
here.
Yeah, what's going on with you now in your journey?
So, well, first of all, I started the series because I realized, again, I'm not the only person who's going through this, but also there are segments of our population who are just so underrepresented in these journeys. Same-sex couples, people who don't necessarily need to go the IVF route, people who need gestational carriers. A lot of people know them as surrogates, and they don't necessarily look like me. So I decided to identify people who have been very open in their journey, because now my husband and I have moved to gestational carrier, and that means that we're on the look for our match. So while that's happening, it's a lot of like hurry up and wait. And I was like, let me just start to open these conversations with some people that you know and some people that you'll get to know.
Abby Phillip stands out to me.
Yeah.
Colton Underwood. I want you to talk about that, but I want to bring someone in that a lot of people may not know of. I broke down when I saw the promo with you and Anthony. I'm not used to seeing Anthony, her husband, get raw and vulnerable. Before we get to Abby Phillip and Colton Underwood and some of the other guests, what was it like having your husband just open up like that right next to you, so vulnerable like that?
Yeah, so my husband, Anthony, who I talked about a lot on DBL, he's a very private person. And I asked him if this was something that he wanted to talk about. And he was very, almost surprisingly willing to share this journey. I think so much is very misunderstood. When we think about people going into surrogacies or gestational carriers, that is a category that not a lot of people are familiar with. And then all of a sudden there's a child that pops up, and then a lot of people are, you know, reserved about it. And that's completely their prerogative. But I think he got a little, I think he was more like, let me just be open and then people will understand a little better. So I was surprised, but I was really happy to sit down with him.
And I can't think of a more important decision that you have to make, right? To choose who this woman is, like going through that process. Is that difficult? Are you looking for someone who looks like you? Who, excuse me, I'm nosy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Those are important questions.
Of course,
are those things you're
course.
thinking about?
You know, it's interesting because when going into it, you think, okay, well, I would like someone who might be more compatible with me in terms of race or in terms of my spirituality, you know, things that might kind of resemble me. But when you actually get into the process, what you're really told, at least through the agency that we decided to go with, is that it's important that you have a broad spectrum, because something that you might consider to be a deal breaker, when you meet this person, it may not actually be the deal breaker that you think it's going to be. So some people do want to, like Sam, for instance, is vegan. Like maybe if she was in this situation, she would want someone who's vegan. But then it does delay the amount amount of time that it takes to find a match. And what happens is if you're a little bit more broader, then you can get a match earlier, and then it kind of keeps you at the top of that list if that match isn't your match.
Makes sense.
And what about some of the guests like Abby Phillip, Colton Underwood? How does their journey and their perspective kind of round out yours?
So Abby Phillip from CNN, first of all, she is amazing. And she really talked about the Black maternal health side of it. When I first started this entire journey, that was something that I felt like I don't know if I knew everything I needed to know going into this journey. And Abby's been very open about the fact that she opted to give birth at home and all of the reasons for that. She is a part of amazing organizations. And so at the beginning of it, I talk with my husband, then I talk to Abby, and then we're dropping Colton and his husband, Jordan Underwood Brown. And it kind of mirrors a little part of my journey along the way. Oh, and I can't forget about Onika Raymond, because she is a travel journalist and she's amazing. And she talks about miscarriages, which is also something that I experienced.
Yes, it is. How has the emotional journey been? I know that, over the last 8 years, I've seen that side of you. Do you open up emotionally on this special series as well?
I did get emotional a couple times. I got emotional with my husband. I got emotional with Onika, especially talking about the process of miscarriage, because it's something that, and I understand why people don't want to talk about it. It's not exactly like the most fun topic, but it's something that a lot of people experience, and it makes you feel a little less alone.
No.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to listen.
Is.
It really
I'm
is.
excited.
Thank you. Yeah, the first episode drops tonight, so I'm really excited.
That's right.
Yeah.
Come back with Erica Cobb. Fertility Unfiltered premieres today, April 8th. It's available anywhere you stream your podcast, also on your YouTube.
Yes.
Comeback TV.
Come back with Erica Cobb. Yes.
She knows. We'll be right back. Erica, thank you.
Thank you.